Hey everybody, and welcome to this video. This is going to be a not so full face of BH Cosmetics. I wanted to do a full face of BH Cosmetics and I just didn't have enough products to really finish it out, but I wanted to get this video out because I've been planning on doing it for a while and I thought that I had more products from them than I actually do. So if you're interested in seeing how I got this look and what products I use from them, go ahead and keep on watching. Alright, so this is the final look that we came up with. So let's go ahead and just do a quick rundown of the products, and I'll give you my thoughts on them so that y'all can go ahead and get on with your day. You know what I mean? So first, let's start off with the eyeshadow palette. I am obsessed with this palette. I think that it is so beautiful. The colors itself, they're super pigmented, super easy to blend out. Like, this is some high quality shadows for a super inexpensive price, and you can always, you know, use your coupon and stuff when you get them at Ulta. I got this at Ulta. I think I actually got this for pretty cheap because they were having a sale at the time. Keep your eye out because Ulta's always having different sales, and drugstores, they always have coupons. But even for full price, I think this full price is like $16. It's still worth it. You get 16 shadows for $16, which means each shadow is $1, and they are high quality shadows. I think that this was probably like the highlight of the look, this shadow palette. If I had to choose like one thing out of everything, I would probably say the shadow palette for sure. So nice. I'm obsessed. And they also have like other color combinations, but this one was the one that like stood out to me the most. So they have like more colorful ones and stuff like that. So definitely, if you're interested in the BH Cosmetics palettes, eyeshadow palettes, go ahead and cop yourself one. You will not regret it. So now let's move on to the complexion, and first we have the foundation, the BH Liquid Foundation Naturally Flawless. Mine was in the shade Sand. Without me putting in that yellow color, it would be way too orange, like just not good at all. Like, I don't know. I mean, I could only see through the tube, but it looked like it wouldn't, like it looked like it would have matched, but it is like a frosted glass. So this was a color that I thought would kind of suit me best, but the undertone was just all wrong. It is a bit of a thicker formula, not that it looks cakey or anything like that, but it's just like a heavier kind of texture. I'm used to more like of a liquidy type of foundation, like the Urban Decay Stay Naked or the Wet n Wild ones. Like, those have more of a liquidy feel. Like, when you put it on, it kind of like moves around, where this one, when you put it on, it kind of stays there. Like, it's definitely more of a thicker kind of consistency. Again, not necessarily cakey because it doesn't have that much coverage. Honestly, for it to be a thicker foundation, you would think it would have more coverage, but that's not really the case. It's kind of more of like a medium, like a light medium type coverage. You can build it up, but honestly, I feel like there's just other foundations that I would go to before this one, and I'm just kind of like, I could do without. And also the shade range, at least from what I saw at Ulta, I'm sure there's probably more available online, but the shade range that I saw was like, not the greatest. And then the formula and all that isn't the best either. And then we have their Studio Pro Total Coverage Concealer. I like it. I don't think it's like the worst concealer. It's not the best concealer either. It's definitely more high coverage concealer. It's definitely a thicker concealer again, but not necessarily cakey. Just a thicker consistency than, let's say, like the CoverGirl, what is it? The CoverGirl True something mascara that I've been using. That one is like a lot like lighter weight, but you still get the coverage. This one is definitely a heavier kind of formula, but not necessarily cakey again. And yeah, it's not bad, but I mean, I don't think I would keep on repurchasing it over and over. It's like, it's okay. Like, it's a pretty decent drugstore concealer, but I feel like you could find this, like a better concealer at the drugstore, like more easily, because I don't think they sell the concealer at Ulta. At least I don't think I saw it at my Ulta. I had to purchase mine online. I got it like a while ago. So I feel like there's just better concealers that are a little bit more easy to access. So I would kind of skip on that, but again, up to you. Try it out yourself. The next thing is the Glowing in Grease 6-color blush and highlighter palette. Again, they do have variations of shades for this one. I think they have like a more pinky toned one, and then this is like the more peachier one. Definitely more my vibe, and I really like this palette. I think this is, again, a really, really nice formula. I think that these like city kind of palettes, like they have like this is the Glowing in Greece, this is the Beautiful in Barcelona, like those kind of themed palettes I find are really, really, really good. I think they are not necessarily newer. I think they've been out for a couple of months at this point, but they are the like newer in their collection as opposed to like some of their older stuff. So these palettes I really like. I don't have any complaints. The colors of the blushes are really nice and pigmented. They blend out super easily. The highlights are really nice, and you definitely can like build it up to get more of a glow, or you can kind of like go a little bit light-handed and get more of like a natural sheen, which I did. So definitely more versatile, and there's definitely some beautiful shades in here. There's a more golden one, and then two like more pinkier tones, but you can see they're just really nice and pigmented highlighters. Like gorgeous. So yeah, you can definitely, I just use like a more fluffier like natural brush. You can definitely build up the intensity of these highlighters if that's your style. I just kind of go for more of like a natural or just not super like intense in your face highlight for most of the part. So again, that's up to you. Definitely you can kind of use this palette to fit your personal preferences, so that's really nice. So I think definitely like those palettes, like the, I don't even know what like the collections are, basically like they're like city collection, I'll call it. I don't know like what they really call it, but like their blush and eyeshadow palettes that are named after different cities, those have been really good. And then the last thing that I tried from them was this, oh that's not even it, this liquid lip, and it's just their liquid linen liquid lipstick, I guess, and this one is in the shade Evelyn. It's not bad, it's not amazing, it's just kind of like I have so many liquid lipsticks that I felt like, you know, this isn't anything super special, anything you have to run out and grab. I feel like it's nothing super unique about the color. If you're into BH Cosmetics and you just want to get products from them, I think that this is a good product, but it's nothing like you need to go run out and buy, but it's not bad either. So personally, I wish they had more of like a like brown tone nude from the selection that I saw at Ulta. This was like the most nude that they had, and it's more of a pinky nude, but I just put like a brown liner underneath to kind of combat that, and then I also put more of like a nude gloss on top. But so you can definitely work with it, but just the color wise, not necessarily my preference, but the formula of it is nice. It's not sticky at all. Like when it dries down, there's like a little bit of, not grit, but you know, like when you put your lips together and they like stick together a little bit, it kind of has that. Nothing like super intense, but it's definitely there. I think the more you talk and the more you like, you know, move your lips around, I think it'll kind of wear off, but that's definitely there. And yeah, so honestly, I feel like majority of the products that I tried, I would kind of skip other than the eyeshadow palette and the blush and highlighter palette. Again, I feel like that line is very nice, really good. Also, their brushes are really nice. If I was to kind of recommend a brush line, I would say go for their Studio Pro brush line. I have it, I really like it. Like this is probably my favorite brush from them. This is the number 3 brush. You can get these brushes individually, or you can get like the full set as a whole. I have so many like eye brushes that I kind of just like pull whatever's there, so they're definitely in the mix and they're good. They're not like the best brushes in the world for the eye ones. I kind of more prefer the face brushes over the eye ones, but overall I feel like the quality of those brushes are so nice for the price. They're pretty inexpensive for how good the quality is and all of that. Also, I wanted to mention the bronzer. I almost forgot about it. It is their Brilliance bronzer, and I have the color Bronze Babe. It looks a lot warmer in the pan, but I feel like once I put it on my skin, it doesn't look as bad, like as red. Like it definitely is more red than like the more neutral bronzers that I go for, but like having it on my face and everything, it doesn't look like as bad as I thought when I like opened the package. So I definitely think I might be using this more often. I just kind of was like a little apprehensive to use it because of the color in the pan. It's not even coming off like as red as it is in like real life. I don't know, it looks more neutral on camera, but it definitely has more of a like red undertone. But the bronzer itself is super pigmented and it blends out really nicely, so I think the actual bronzer is really nice. I just wish they had a little bit more selection of colors. The only color, I only saw like 3 options at Ulta. I don't know if they have like a larger selection online. Actually, I don't think so because I think I purchased this online. From what I saw, I think they only have like 3 colors, so I wish they kind of like eventually will expand it and have more like neutral shades bronzers. I think that would be really nice because all of these are like not enough for all the skin tones, and it's just, I feel like they should have more color selections available. So yeah, but other than that, I think the bronzer itself is really nice other than like the color tone. So yeah. So I think if I was going to recommend anything for you guys to get from them, I would say check out their brushes and check out their eyeshadow and blush and highlight palettes from their like city collection or whatever they call it. So yeah, those are my thoughts on these products. Again, I don't have all of the products from the brand. I didn't have a lot of the brow products. I saw that they did recently drop some like powders that I hadn't seen before, so there definitely is other products from them that I haven't tried out that I'm definitely eventually going to try out. So maybe I'll do like a part 2 of this video and try more of their complexion products and maybe see if they have like other alternatives for foundations or concealers and try those out, because honestly I feel like the complexion isn't really my favorite, but you win some, you lose some. So yeah, let me know down below if you guys have tried BH Cosmetics. I'm sure you have. It's like a super popular brand. What's your favorite products from them, and what would you recommend people trying out and buying? So yeah, leave that down below in the comments. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate you spending your time here with me on my channel. I know you can be like anywhere else in the world or life or anything, and you're here watching my video, so I really do appreciate that. And if you liked it, definitely make sure to hit the subscribe button. I will have some new content coming up real soon, so if you want to stick with me, go ahead and make sure to hit that button and give this video a thumbs up so I know that you guys enjoyed. So yeah, thank you so much, and I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.